Very few artists have had as successful a career as Kenny Rogers. After over 50 years in the music business, Kenny is still putting out incredible new songs while still playing his classic hits. The new disc, available only in Cracker Barrel stores, is quite a departure from his gambler days, but it shows a much different side of him that his fans should enjoy. We caught up with Kenny to talk about that new music and where he's going in the next 50 years.
We started working on this project, I guess, about 3 or 4 months ago. And when I first started, I wasn't sure. That's, the hardest thing for a project like this is picking the songs. But it's really interesting. Once we got into it, it's amazing how many people wanted input. And by that, I mean, they would say, you know what's always been one of my favorite gospel songs is You've Got to Do This. And I'm amazed how many picked the same 8 or 10 songs.
Oh, will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by?
When I was a kid, my dad played fiddle, and all the brothers and sisters in his family, he had 8 kids in his family, they all played instruments. And we would go up to Apple Springs, Texas. It sounds like Deliverance, doesn't it? Go to Apple Springs, Texas, and they would sit out on their front porch and they would play. And they always played things like Let the Circle Be Unbroken and The Sweet By and By, songs like that. And then my mom, of course, was one of those people that she believed God was the answer to everything. I mean, we went to church 3 times a week with her. But it was a great chance to learn the foundation for some of these old hymns, Amazing Grace, songs like that. And then in the project we started doing, we didn't want to get everything old songs. So we found some songs that Michael McDonald wrote, that Vince Gill wrote. And we there's some a song, Michael W. Smith, who's a great religious singer. He has this song called Grace, and I did that. And it's really one of my favorite songs on the album.
I was lost when you found me here. You pulled me close and held me near.
I think my mom would really be proud because she did. My mom was one of the worst singers I've ever heard in my life, and she insisted on singing, which I thought was interesting. But she loved this kind of music. It was very inspirational, very uplifting to her. And I'm doing a song on a television show next week, and it's the Vince Gill song, excuse me, and it's called Standing on the Rock of Your Love. And it is, you sing it and you get this incredible feeling inside that things are going to be okay. And I think that's really what inspirational music does.
And all I want is all of you.
One of the things I'm very careful of is I don't proselytize. I don't go out and talk about my religion. But I'm a very spiritual person, and I think that shows up in all of my music. So these songs here, I think, are really geared more to the older demographic in my audience. And I think people, I don't expect people who buy The Gambler and Lucille and Daytime Friends and Nighttime Lovers to go out and buy a gospel album. But people who like gospel, who might not even like the other stuff, I think it's an opportunity for them to get to know me and get to know what it is that touches my soul.
When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away.
I have this theory that if you look at the people who've survived for any length of time, that we're all 3 people. We're who we think we are, we're who you think we are, and we're who we really are. And the closer those 3 people are together, the longer your career can last. Because people get a chance to know you, and they know what they can count on from you when you release something. And I think that's a huge part of it.
In the sweet by and by.
To do this with Cracker Barrel, you can do advertising that's specific to the product and the delivery system. And this is my second one I've done for them, and we did extremely well with the last one. And this one I think will be better because I think it's really geared more to that Cracker Barrel audience. The more specific your project is, the more fun it is. Because, when you're just scatter shooting, you don't really know what you've got or who's going to buy it. But this is a very specific project for a very specific group of people. And I think there's something really exciting about that, and there's no better place to do that than Cracker Barrel, because they can give you a concentrated promotion plan for their stores. 600 stores is a lot of outlets.
That new album, The Love of God, is only available at Cracker Barrel Old Country stores. It's a wonderful collection of classic hymns and contemporary gospel music. We still have plenty more music ahead, so don't go away. We're headed out to a very special tribute downtown next. We'll be right back.